Ugh, awful. Hello. Hello? Is everyone still here? Oh, that's annoying. Shoot. Oh, why does that always happen? Internet always giving me shit. Um, a sec. Hello, everyone. I was literally just streaming, but it kind of glitched out, so I don't know why I'm cursed. Just trying to share my stream again. I think this is still live. Sorry, I'm trying to fix it. Yeah, my internet just kind of stopped. I gotta get my, I gotta fix my connection. But let's see. Is this the right? Okay, so no, that's the wrong one. Da, 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 da. Oh, I shoot, I sent that too early. Yeah, I'm just trying to get everyone back. Um, oh, that's really annoying because it's like counting this as like a different. It's like counting this as a different stream, even though this is technically the same one. Oh, that's really annoying. I think it's my internet dongle. It's getting crappy. I do have a new one. I just haven't replaced it yet. So for next time, I'm gonna use my new uh, Wi-Fi thing. But yeah, that's really annoying. Okay, Luann, you're back. I'm just sharing the new link. Da, 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 da. Internet. Well, then again, nobody really watches me on. I will share this new link in community tab. Do, 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 do. But I'm still streaming. Oh man, that's gonna trigger me for later. Hello everyone. Yeah, it's just my internet just stopped and yeah, it's so annoying. Why does that happen? Stupid internet, I swear. Uh, um, what were we talking about? Yeah, it's just the internet crapped out. What was I talking about? I don't remember. I don't remember what I was talking about. I lost my train of thought. Art styles, right. Yeah, my OC was or the direct to the OC I used was used mostly for like dummy test animations. My animation dummy. Yeah, he's my animation dummy. So if I needed to do an animation test, I would just use him. If I needed to test a run cycle, a walk cycle, stuff like that. But I also do have other, like, I've had a lot of ideas over the years of what game I'd want to make. I've always wanted to make a fighting game based on carnies, like, you know, guys, like scary people at a carnival. And I've had the clown and mime design. The main one was a clown versus a mime, which is cool. I just love that. Also based on Dexter's Lab. Um, I have a clown, a mime. I had a fortune teller lady. I had a ringmaster, a contortionist that carried like a hoop with her, and she would use like really weirdly animated attacks. Jeez, and all those birds. Uh, oh, that's actually cool. The lines of the third. No, I haven't tried that. Wario, Wario, Wario. Did I shrink his mustache on accident? It's all the same. What? It's fine. You guys won't notice, will you? One of the hardest things about being in the animator is when you're really picky and perfectionist, but the frames are there for literally a fraction of a second, so you probably won't see the mistakes. Like it's really frustrating. It's like, oh man, I'm like, oh man, I made his nose slightly bigger in this frame, but then like you play it and then you barely see anything. And heck, that's the stuff I'm catching. Sometimes viewers don't even catch it too. That like when you're animating and working on it so long, you're going to notice the mistake even if you're playing it. But then when people watch it, they're not going to notice the mistake. Yeah, I should definitely play back a lot more often, but when because I have it set to music, it tends to take really long to play back. Yeah. Well, one of my main guys, one of my animator friends, he told me how totally pointless it is to be a perfectionist. Like even while working in the industry, he works at Disney, and he says like, yeah, even they don't care. Making a hello RNG King. Uh, can you use your RNG to make Metroid appear tomorrow at Nintendo Direct, please? No, no, straight up. Like, yeah, he works at Disney. Like, they're strict, but not as much as you think. If anything, I feel like Nickelodeon is probably more strict because they have more of a thing with their character design. Oh, and Bento Box, the guys who make Bob's Burgers, they are super strict. They here are actually super strict with their, which is funny because their art style is good, but it's not amazing. But they are very strict about even your character sheets there, from what I've heard. But Disney, no, they're actually pretty loose from what I've heard. This is all just, I mean, I haven't worked at any of these places. I wish. I'm still no still starving artist here, so uh my main source of income is actually here on YouTube and my commission work. But commission is just one person, and I don't know how different it would be working for another person's commission. Is that true? I haven't been keeping up with Cartoon Network because I don't have cable. But really, because I thought huh, I think it's because a lot of Disney shows are drawn frame by frame. Yeah, that could be it. Sorry, I got an eyelash. Um, yes, because Disney does still do frame by frame, which I could 100% respect. What's a good price for a commission? I go by, so okay, so if you're animating a short like I'm doing right now, go based on time, like how long it is. Like I think I did I had my prices on Tumblr, but I haven't looked at them in a while. But if you're making something with like, if you're making a short for someone, if someone actually wants like a straight up short from you, like of this length, you charge them a lot and charge them by the, if the thing is longer than a minute, then charge by the frame. I think that's how I get went. And if it's less than a minute, charge by however you want. It's really complicated because like on one hand, you could be animating something like as swiftly as like a ball bounce, right? And that could take me a couple seconds. Or you could be animating a full character. And do they want the character to be colored? Do they want it to be black and white? Do they want an actual background? So there's a lot of things you would have to think about. The commission I'm doing right now, I is only characters. There's no backgrounds. They're characters doing actions, and I charged it based on the number of characters I did. Because all actions, like for a video game, it's just like run cycle or attack cycle or getting hurt. So none of those are ever longer than a minute. Like they're usually a couple seconds. So I charged it by the number of characters he asks. But you know, it's super complex in how you commission because it's all based on how detailed you want to, like how detailed is your character design. Like is it something that you could draw with just a few shapes? Is it something you'd actually use multiple layers on? Does it have a lot of colors? Does it have a lot of facial expressions? Even the face, like some characters are so are, think of what are those, the Astif movies, you know, the like beep beep I'm a sheep guy. um his characters are literally just circles and dots and lines, so they're easier to actually draw. But what would you charge if someone wanted that simplicity of character but wanted them to do a complex animation that required like even camera turning, you know? So it's really case by case, and it is really hard. Like even I don't know if I'm overcharging or undercharging my stuff, you know? um you the only one that can, someone told me this, the only one that could know your worth is yourself. You have to know what your time and power, I'll call it, is worth. And try not to undersell yourself, you know, which, you know, most beginners would probably do. Heck, even I probably undersell or oversell. I'm not sure yet. Um, you guys have seen one of my commission work. It was like a little joke. The one with the old lady. I don't know if you guys remember this one. This one didn't get a lot of hits, but it was the one with the old lady, and the guy says, "Hey, go get the door for her," and he actually picks up the door. That was a commission. And he asked for another one, but I really didn't approve of the joke because it was kind of misogynistic. Like, no, I don't think I've ever told anyone this, but yeah, I thought the joke was really bad. If you guys want to know what that joke was, I could tell you. Yeah, one time someone actually asked me how much I would want in return, and I asked advice from my friends. They also told me I seem to be underselling. Yeah, it's like it is hard though, because like the only reason someone would ever undersell themselves is if they're afraid that the person would be like, "Oh, that's way too much." But like, it's like, "Oh, you're the one doing the work though. You deserve to ask for a proper payment." You know, they're the ones coming to you, and if they can't pay for it, then that's their problem. That is not your problem. Oh, tell us the joke. Okay, so the joke was, it was going to take place at a wedding, and they were just about to say their vows, and then all of a sudden the guy gets shot in the back of the head, and then you see the guy with the sniper rifle far away, and he was like, "I'm saving his life." And so it's like, oh, haha, men getting married is like the worst thing ever. Like that was the joke. Very boomer, I hate my wife kind of joke. And I was like, I don't think I responded to him. I was like, nah, man, I can't do this. This is I already got yelled at enough for the Joel cartoon. Like that one would get me like so much anger, and I didn't even like the joke. But oh man, I didn't like it. I'm like, come on. It's like really like that's so boomer like newspaper comic bullshit. Like, why do boomers hate their wives? Like, why is that a thing? It's like Jesus. I mean, just because you didn't, God, it's like why? Boomers just hate. Boomers just hate their wives. I don't know why. It's like, then why'd you fucking get married? Oh, the Joel thing. Oh, well, that's because it had the attack helicopter thing. Which, granted, in context, was hilarious because he was just making fun of the the prank caller. But I could see why people don't like that. But I'm not going to get rid of it. I can't get rid of something because A, I worked my ass off on that cartoon, and B, because getting rid of it would be just as bad. Do I know the Game Grumps? Oh no, I don't know them. Uh, but I've done two Game Grumps animated. I wish they watched them, but they never did. I love the helicopter. See, that's the thing. Like, of course, some people are gonna find it funny, some people are gonna find it offensive, and it's like, what can I do? I went, I, if enough people, because for those of you who don't know, Joel actually got like a lot of like hate for that joke on his stream, right? I didn't know that when I was making it. I was working on that cartoon for so long, I didn't know anything that was going on. And Joel apparently got like angry emails about that joke. And I'm like, okay, fine. Like if you and that's why he hasn't watched it on his stream. So I understand. I'm fine with that. You know, if you don't want to get more in trouble, then oh okay. I wish he would like email me and tell me, yo, I watched it, but I can't show it. I would have liked for him to tell me, but you know, that's fine. I can understand. Also, it was like years ago. But like there are people like to this day, there's like people commenting like, oh, why are people getting offended? People are such snowflakes, and at the same time, it's like, well, I'm not gonna get mad at someone for getting offended. That's what the boomers do too. And well, oh yeah, that's totally true, muchacho. People getting offended for cultures that aren't even theirs, which is, yeah. But I think keeping the keeping the getting rid of the joke would have denied that it happened. You know, it's for those. Has anyone ever had an old Looney Tunes DVD? The Looney Tunes compilations do keep the very offensive humor in their cartoons. Like, you know, like we're talking straight up like blackface, right? Like there is like blackface in old Looney Tunes cartoons because back then it was acceptable. It shouldn't have been. We're not saying it should have been, but by getting rid of them is like saying, "Oh, we were never bad. We never made fun of them." But that's not true. That's just another form of lying. So I think you should never you have to own up to your mistakes. Don't push them under a rug, which is why I'm not getting rid of my cartoon. You know, you can't yeah, you can't you have to keep it up and own up to the mistake you made. Because yeah, maybe I should have asked more people. Many old Looney Tunes have. I mean, they had cartoons regarding Nazi Germany. People are very strange. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't. I think context is very important. I don't think Joel should have gotten attacked by people about the attack helicopter joke. I think they took it a little too far because in context, and this is the main thing, the context was not Joel being like, "Oh, lol, lol, trans people." No, that was not what Joel was saying. Joel just said the most random thing he could come up with on the spot to make fun of of a prank caller, or not the prank caller, the PC Optimizer Pro guy. That is the only reason he did that joke. He didn't mean for anything, and he even apologized for it later. Context is very important in that regard, and I think context should always be considered. Um, but most people just love to start witch trials and be like, no, cancel Joel, or oh, you we'll never watch you again. Did you guys even know, if you don't know Maximilian, dude, you know he accidentally said the N-word slur in one of his streams? Like, just out of nowhere. And like, obviously Max is a cool dude. He's like one of the nicest people on YouTube. He is, and like he's like one of the most wholesome, but you know, he had a slip out. It just, that's it. He didn't mean to. He even cried in response to it. Yeah. Um Max said that. Yes. Hello, open for people. I will drop it. It's like we have to cancel the guy, get rid of him. Yeah, and like if Max really said it, if Max said it in an offensive way, if he was like saying it to actually insult someone, then yeah, I would understand canceling him, because yo, Max, you're a big part. Why would you say these offensive things for that purpose? But no, it literally just slipped out. And he said why and how it happened in a later video. Like it's an accident. That's the thing. The context is it was an accident. Like there are people that should be canceled. I believe there's people that should be canceled. Like what is that? There's like famous YouTubers that are like okay with people being Nazis, and like no, hell no, you can't. If your audience is mostly younger kids, and you're okay with people being Nazis on your channel, like hell no, you should talk to them. And he's like, no, I no, everyone live their own life, man. Being like neutral. And I was like, no, there are some things you don't be neutral about. If someone was on my videos commenting like anti-Semitic stuff or something, I would be like, no, get off my comment section. Don't say things like that. Because, you know, that's like, why, number one, why are you saying that on my comment section? And number two, what does it have to do with my cartoons? And why are you even being like this? Yeah, Luann, and there's this movie by Ralph Bakshi that I wouldn't want to say the title of because it has a slur in the title, but it's it's actually a good movie. Or actually, I've never seen it, but it's one of my friend's favorite movies, and it definitely has stereotypes of black people in the 70s. So, you know, the context is a big thing. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm talking about a lot of real stuff right now while I'm drawing silly Wario faces, but yeah. I don't know, people are weird. Yeah, it's okay to be, as long as people aren't doing it on purpose. Like that's the main thing. And I believe as a human race, we should be smart enough to know what's on purpose and what's not on purpose, you know? They just want attention. Well, everyone wants attention, honestly. But it's like I don't want to hate someone for being offended. Like that's not what we want to spread either. Like if something makes you feel uncomfortable, you have every right to feel uncomfortable. But you have to give a reason and you have to know where it comes from. Yeah, you can't be in the middle anymore. And what's funny, Pants vs Zombies, angry PVZ is not just the internet. That's been in politics since before we were all born. Like no, it's not that it just started to be like this. It's like the world has been like this for a while. We just notice it more because it's on the internet. Oh yes, I am. SS. That's my favorite animation. Is the Mega Man one. That's still my favorite. That is me. Thank you for recognizing me. Um, I could go for hours about Mega Man. I love Mega Man. So, um, But yeah, uh, I would love to make another Mega Man animation, but Wario was requested by the votes, so Wario, and it was also the one I was most enthusiastic about at the time. Now it's just like I've been working on it so long. It's just like, oh, let me finish it already. It's stressing me out. Um, Hope I'm still coming through. But yeah, this no middle ground has been around longer than you think, man. Like we could like there have been scandals with like celebrities since the dawn of Hollywood. This has been a thing forever. There's always going to be someone throwing a witch trial over someone for making a big mistake, but one mistake, and then all of a sudden, oh, this person's bad. Sometimes it's for good reasons, sometimes it's for bad reason, but there's almost never a middle ground when it comes to the masses. You always have to play sides, and it does suck. I don't like it, uh, but that's just how it is. I've seen your Mega Man weapon tier list. Oh, what did you think? Did you think I'm an idiot? Some people got really mad in like one of my Discord groups. They're like, "Oh, you're so dumb. You're so wrong. This weapon sucks, or this weapon is the best. You're just dumb." Like people got legit mad at me. Trigger happy. Huh? That's a good pun too. Uh, my weapons tier list, yeah. No matter what you look at it, even if you're not even the biggest fan of Mega Man 2, though, the Metal Blade is the best weapon in the history of the series because it's the only one that will replace the Buster when you get it. Like, every other weapon, you're going to use it, but eventually you're going to run out of ammo and then be like, okay, well, I got to go back to the Buster. You don't need. You don't need to switch to the Buster ever if you have the Metal Blade. It's complicated, muchacho. There's just it's case by case, and that's the main thing we have to take away from it. It's not everything is a clear cut answer. There's not a solution for everything. I mean, we come from the Smash community. Don't you remember what happened last year? A lot of stuff happened last year in the Smash community. A lot of bad stuff. Um, so there's so many bad things happening, and we can only respond with there's I like the dichotomy. Mega Man is politics, man. Robots are gonna take over one day, and then it'll be the same. Here's the question: if we include robots into society, would they find shows like Samurai Jack and games like Mega Man offensive? Like, because we're just killing robots, but we're protecting humans. But what if the robots actually become a part of us? Wouldn't wouldn't they be offended? Oh yeah, fucking Gemini laser sucks. That is on. I think I put that third from the bottom. Like, I actually have the tier list here. No, the tier list got all messed up. Oh, well, I'll look at it later. But yeah, I know I put Gemini laser. I know I put Gemini laser way on the bottom because it is a weapon that outright punishes you for using it. That is not good. Like let's say you're low on every other weapon, right? And you gotta have Gemini laser and the Mega Buster. You're in a bad position. You're at one health, and it's like okay, I need I need the Gemini laser to work, but you miss. Not only do you have to wait for it to go away, but you can't even pause. Okay, real talk, I did not play base yet, and I felt like only including the numbered ones. I did play Mega Man 5 Game Boy, but I didn't play and base. So I didn't think it wouldn't be fair. I didn't play the game, so I can't rank them. Like devils be offended by. Who knows if robots could prevail? I mean, robots. Yeah, if we start getting advanced AI, the first thing I'm going to try and do is get my subconscious into a robot. Because screw being flesh. I want to be a robot. Reject humanity. Become robot. Not monkey. I don't want to be monkey. I want to be robot. I mean, they wouldn't quote unquote, they wouldn't reproduce. They would just rebuild. Less fun, but you know, but still possible. Robo Nixon from Futurama, yeah. You know us humans, the first thing we would try and do, you know the pervertedness of mankind. The first thing that we're trying to do would be a robot that's able to um, feel enjoyment. And in turn, let humans feel enjoyment. That is 100% something like if we're making robots, that's going to be an early mission for them. Can't be hacked. But okay, monkey can eventually dies. Robots don't die. They get upgraded. Have you played Mega Man 3 for Game Boy? Oh, did they? Okay. That's interesting. But I included them only for their original game in that particular list because it would be cheating also because um monkeys can be hacked by banana. Oh, banana. Spark Shock. If I were to include that, then I would have to say Super Arm is good too because it was made better in Powered Up, or not Super Arm, Hyper Bomb. Hyper Bomb. Hyper Bomb was made really good in Powered Up, but I'm including the original one. What if Monkey Robot, Robo Kong, Mecha Kong, Mecha Gorillasaur, Mecha Gorillasaur? If Game Boy can die, Robot can die. Game Boy don't die. Game Boy, the batteries just die. Robot get more batteries. Just get new replacement parts. Kongzilla. That's not monkey robot. That's monkey lizard. Monkey sore. That is a monkey sore. Reject humanity. Become robots. So instead of the old argument of pirates versus ninjas, we're having an argument of robots versus monkeys. What if we mix lizard and Kong? Well, I mean that would someone's gonna make art of that. Not the kind of art you might be interested in though. Someone probably already did. This is now turned into furry talk. If you can't beat them, join them. The robots. Monkey. Monkey. Actually, what does Kong mean? I believe that's a rough translation of gorilla. Or ape. That's like a rough Japanese to English translation of ape. I think. Don't quote me on that one. Go back. I want to be monkey. Mario, what's your persona? First of all, I'm a scaly. Like reptiles are the way to go. If it would be a scale sona, it would be a scale sona. Or what do you call a furry if it's a frog? Is it a skinny? Is it a flesh amphibian-y? Like, does anyone know, in chat know what do you call a furry if the character is a frog? It doesn't have fur. Fleshy, slimy, wetty, wetty. That one's great. I love that one. Crazy frog. Yeah, that is true, but it isn't in the main game, SSS. Slimy, poisoning. Not all frogs are poisonous. Slimy. Yeah, I'm a slimy. I'm like Toad from X-Men Evolution. Or chameleon without eyes. Why that second one? That's an interesting choice, because isn't the eyes one of the biggest parts of a chameleon? Like the fact that they can like separate them? I would, yeah, but I would definitely be a frog or lizard crocodile. Feel like my shape and overall like being is more of a frog than that of a crocodile. I feel like I need to be more buff if I were to be something like reptilian. I would need to work out if I want to earn being a crocodile. Croc. But I am definitely probably a frog. Frog. You could be a 6 cell maybe. Is that draw you see in my profile? I don't know, but I thought it was cool. I can't see the profile pic too good, only because it's like so small, but I will check it out. Who do I think will win in Godzilla versus Kong? I feel like they're gonna team up because that's clearly Mechagodzilla. Like 100%. That is Mechagodzilla in those trailers. I messed up his mouth. Never seen a Godzilla film in my life. Oh, I'm so sorry. There has been a Mecha Kong, Robot Kong. It was in the Japanese King Kong movie. There was a Robot Kong. Um, but what was I saying? Sorry, the original Kong. Oh, I see it. What do I call a religious man? Not me. Not me, that's for sure. Quite the opposite. Okay, yo, my favorite kaiju is Biolante, the plant Godzilla. That one's so cool, and it's like twice his size. I love that. I love Biolante, and that's my favorite Godzilla movie too. So good. It's just so cool, and it's got such good effects, man. They have like really good explosions in that movie, and Biolante is just like just huge, just deadly plant. It's just so sick. Muchacho. Is there a plot, or is it just sets getting destroyed? For the Biollante movie, it's think of the story of think of Mewtwo Strikes Back. Scientist wants to clone someone that died that he loved, but needs to experiment on something else. So for some reason, he decides to put Godzilla DNA into a plant. Sure. And then the plant goes awry and starts destroying things. And Godzilla comes because he's like, man, this is my city. I destroy it. What do you think you're doing? Yeah, Godzilla movies could like the OG Godzilla movie is straight up like chilling because it's a parallel to the atomic bomb because it was a direct response to it. It's like um, the you know, there's actually more. Yeah, and OG Godzilla, it was like just the the just really accounting for the horror of what such destruction. Like it was a lot more somber, I guess is the right word. And then Shin Godzilla had a lot of plot too. It was actually more of a comedy parody in the way of hey, Japan, if Japan actually got attacked by a giant monster, they would spend too long being the government would take so damn long just to solve the thing. Remember the Godzilla tail kick? Yeah, classic. That's his side special. Now, this part's going to be a little hard, but yeah, man, that's where Godzilla. That's the origin of Godzilla. Is the A bomb? The lasers neutrally. Yep, definitely. I don't know. I don't know if they. I don't know if this hyper realistic Godzilla is gonna. They're gonna let do the goofy drop kick. I would love to be proven wrong, but yeah, I feel like they're trying to take it a little more seriously nowadays. The Godzilla for the Warner Brothers movies is more of a representation of nature over mankind. I think that's what they're going with because like the only reason why Plant Man's weapon is better than Skull Man is. Oh, you know what? Really, that's interesting. I haven't experimented a lot with Six's weapons, which is why I feel like I didn't rank them as good. But can it kill shield enemies? That's interesting. I should test that out next time I play it. Kangaroo kick, yeah. If that is true about the plant barrier, then totally I would rank it above Skull. If there are enemies that actually die faster from the plant barrier that would otherwise, because like that's the main thing with weapons is like what like when it came to making that tier list, it's like okay, why would I use this weapon over using the Mega Buster? And if plant barrier does have enemies it takes out, that's why topspin isn't on bottom because a lot of people saying, "Oh, topspin sucks." It's like, no, man, topspin can take care of those stupid frog enemies and the monkeys in one hit, and it one shots Dr. Wily at the end of the game, so it has its uses. Bad acting is the original movie. Yeah, yeah, that's I don't know if you're from I don't know if you're from America, muchacho, but yeah, the A bomb was America's basically last resort because we really needed that war to stop. The yeah, here's a little history for you. Some say it went too far. I don't know. We really can't tell. Like, I mean, it was America's response to Pearl Harbor, which, yeah, that was a horrible attack on their part, but at the same time, we killed like thrice the amount of people they did, so it's a complicated thing. Some say Japan would have just never given up if we didn't do that, but I don't know. That's hindsight, you know. The charge dash from Mega Man 5 sucks. Yes, I believe I put that in lower. It does. It is the weakness of certain enemies, though. Who's that behind me? Trico? I have Trico here. Trico and the meat of infinitum, and a squid. Yeah, that too. You know, I don't know how this kind of. Oh, I guess we were talking about Godzilla, but yeah, it's just like uh touchy subject. Japan was only known. Yeah, man. Just it's a V, not a W. Well, no, they that it's actually worse. They didn't really test it. I think they only did like one actual test with that at like a partial power, but no, they didn't test it that much. They kind of they kind of just used it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a history buff, but from what I remember is they did not test that. That was one of the first. The frogs and Plant Man stage. Yeah, but so can the Flame Blast. And the Windstorm kind of Windstorm feels like it has the same attack power as the Mega Buster. So yeah, it does help with those frog things, but at the same time, the frog things always jump, and if you can only shoot two on screen, it was like, yeah, I'm trying to, Fang. I'm trying to keep it on Mega Man, but you keep talking about the A bomb. I don't want to talk about that. I'm trying to keep it on the Mega Man tier list. Mega Man, very cool. Jesus, please no. Um, I do love Mega Man. No, no, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, you know, the stream is here to talk about whatever you guys feel like talking about. It just Killer Instinct, yeah, Killer Instinct, or Metroid, then Killer Instinct, and then Donkey Kong Country after that. But Metroid, Nintendo doesn't care about Metroid, so it just likes to make me sad. So let's not talk about Metroid. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if we're going like legit, like of course Godzilla would win. He has lasers and claws and made of radiation. Kong, joking aside, he's still just big monkey. He's not a magical big monkey. He's not a mutated big monkey. He just big monkey. Cool big monkey, but still just big monkey. And I love Kong. I think King Kong is great, but it ain't Godzilla, man. There better be some remasters in Nintendo Direct. Um, it's weird because it's like on one hand it's so Brazil. Huh. That's something American history wouldn't teach you. That's interesting, Luann. Um, I hope they had more strict laws after that when it comes to like animal hunting. Japan had a similar. I don't know if it was during World War II, but Japan has a thing against. No, not Japan. No, it's us. It has a. America has a thing against dolphin hunting too, don't it? I'm so mad they'll probably release Breath of the Wild before Metroid Prime 4, even though Metroid Prime 4 was announced first. Like, what the hell? Sorry, I'm like redrawing the circle over and over again. I just gotta get it right. Yeah, just come on, Nintendo. At least give me a freaking trailer or just something about Metroid Prime 4. You can't just have it the center of E3 and then just not talk about it. You hire an entire second team just to start working on it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I mean, like Retro is one of the most mismanaged companies, I swear, or mismanaged group of people from Nintendo. Like they have all this talent, and like Nintendo is like, oh, I don't know, do something, and don't give them any guidance whatsoever. And then when they start working on something, they're like, nah, we don't want this. Oh, Tropical Freeze is so good. I love that game. I actually skipped out on it during the Wii U era, but thankfully it came to Switch and I fell in love with it. David Wise on music, yeah, baby. Uh, Retro is amazing at making games. If only Nintendo would just let them do it. Just give them some freedom. Just let them do stuff. Like I heard they wanted to work on like a Zelda game that starred Sheik. Maybe that was a different company, but I heard they wanted to work on like there was that rumored Star Fox game, like just but like Nintendo just let them work on shit. Stop stopping them because you're wasting hours. Star Fox and F-Zero. Yo, F-Zero. I would want Retro to like reinvent F-Zero to be half racer, half action game. So you can actually use Captain Falcon for fighting and racing at the same time. That would just be sick. Like imagine like you remember in Subspace Emissary where Captain Falcon jumped out of his car and punched Rob in the face? Imagine doing that in a racing game. Oh yeah, the Boo game too. They even had this freaking Boo with a crucifix. Captain Falcon beat him up, yeah, maybe. Something, anything. Just give us something. I hate that Nintendo is so fucking overprotective, and I blame the CDI. I blame the CDI and I blame Hollywood for Nintendo being so damn protective. What is the new approach, Matt? I don't know what it is. Shoot, come on. Like Crash Team Racing, Racer Hub. Well, yeah, Crash Team Racing better than Mario Kart. Someone had to say it. Mario Kart may have more recognizable characters, but Crash Team Racing has the good drifting. All toasters toast toast. No, Mario. All toasters toast bread. Oh yeah, so that's what they're doing with Perfect Dark. You know what else they should do that for? Banjo Kazooie. Like Microsoft, we have Banjo in Smash now. He's on one of the most popular games of all time. You have brand recognition right there. Give him to someone. Like what the hell? Like seriously. Give Banjo to Vicarious Visions or anyone, just anyone. Give him the Double Fine. Give him to something. Sea of Thieves. Although Battletoads was another one, and apparently that one really sucked. So I wouldn't just give it to just anyone. Just make sure they're good. But yeah, Vicarious Visions is pretty good. Rare Replay on Switch would be pretty rad. I wonder if they would keep the Microsoft games, though. Like, would they have Viva Pinata and Perfect Dark Zero? Oh, Toys for Bob. Toys for Bob is the one I was thinking of, not Vicarious. Vicarious was good, but I think Toys for Bob would really understood, because Crash 4 looks freaking magnificent. Like, my God. Like, oh, Crash 4. It just, oh man, that is exactly what I want to happen to Banjo. Please. It's so good. Rebound Striker does not punish you if you miss. SS. So if you miss Rebound Striker, you can pause the game at least. Gemini Laser, if you miss, not only if you miss, you can't pause and get an E-Tank or switch your weapon. Also, it slows the game down to a crawl. No, I definitely had to put Gemini low. Because even if there's like a spot Gemini Major could do a cool trick shot, you could have probably also done the same thing with Search Snake or Hard Knuckle. You know how they went from Skylanders to Crash 4? Because the developers were actually given freedom. That's how. Let them do what they actually want to do. I mean, heck, remember when the Spyro trilogy came out and they were all talking about how man, oh, we love these games. Like, they actually talked about it? Like, dude, like, just let developers do what they want. They know what they're doing. Just because Daikatana happened doesn't mean developers don't know what they're talking about, all right? Spyro was a dying brand. We can't deny that. And then all of a sudden, boom. Bring back Tom Kenny. I'm just saying, new Ice Climbers game, 2-player roguelike. Oh, hell yeah, Ice Climbers, just do something with them. That'd be awesome. A new Ice Climbers game would be rad. I think Toys for Tom Sonic 3D game. I feel like Toys for Bob does want to do Spyro next, so let's not. I feel like they're totally want to go back to Spyro again for a Spyro 4 to coincide with Crash 4. So I feel like that's next. Oh, Monster Hunter as a DLC. That's up there. I would say it's likely. Somewhere I've heard though is that Capcom doesn't want the hunter to be the representation of Monster Hunter though. That's why Rathalos is a boss. So that could be its one thing, and like the Monster Hunter Miis will just come back. But it's it's not out of the realm of possibility. A 2D platform, Mr. Game & Watch, that's kind of like Cuphead, where it's like all rubber hose style animation. That'd be cute. Actually, you know what Mr. Game & Watch should be is more like a WarioWare game. Like not like or like a mini game compilation, but they're all Mr. Game and Watch. But it's also kind of like a platformer. Whoa, Sonic Adventure 3 like? Huh. Someone other than Sega, yeah. Sega's not doing too good with their plat. Oh wait, no, that was Square that did Balan. Nobody has talked about nobody has gushed over the idea of a Splatoon style Mega Man single player game. Cause that's what I want. Um, I saw this meme where the the tall lady looks exactly like Flo from Progressive. So that's what I think. I don't play Resident Evil much, but I do have a soft spot for 4, and I know that remake's gonna come out eventually. Yeah, right. Where is that? Where did that come from? I did not hear about a Sonic Adventure 3. That sounds way too good to be true. That's been asked for since like forever, since the Xbox era. I don't know, man. I would really maybe I gotta replay 3 again, but every time I try to use that Gemini laser, it's just always a chore. Even if I'm pinpoint precise with my aiming, I just feel like, man, this slows the game down, and I could have beaten it faster with the Mega Buster. Oh yeah, Resident Evil is coming back, but it's very odd that they're doing a lot of remakes, and like, are they gonna remake 6? Like, wasn't that a bad one? Yeah, look at that. Like, what if they remake Resident Evil 6? Like, are they going to be able to fit? That would be interesting. In fact, I would genuinely be interested in that. I want to see remakes of bad things to make them good again. Like, we don't see it in movies. We're never going to see a remake of, like, Garbage Pail Kids or, like, I don't know, Jurassic Park 2, which wasn't that bad, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I want to see remakes of things that were bad at its first round, and then the developers come back and fix them. A remake of The Room to make it an actually dramatic and like Oscar worthy, you know? Like, why not? Try it. It's not like Hollywood does anything original. Oof. Okay, wait a minute. What just happened? Oh, okay. I'm done. Ah, guys, I'm actually not good at animating. I put feet backwards. Muchacho, people will pay for anything. You'd be surprised. If people are willing to buy the Bubsy remake or the Bubsy sequel, if people are willing to spend money on Star Wars Episode 9, then they'll be willing to pay for something. As long as the reviews are good, someone will hear. As long as something's good, someone will hear about it and be like, "Yo, this shit's good." Remake of Mega Man X7, totally. Bird to the ground. Bird to the ground. Bird to the ground. Bird to the ground. Bird. Bird to the ground. Bird to the ground. Bird to the ground. Bird. Bird to the ground. Bird to the ground. A remake of the Emoji Movie, totally. Did you ever see Max G's video on the Emoji Movie, where he like turned it into like an actual decent idea? Burn, burn to the ground. I'm gonna keep saying that now. Damn it, Luann. Why did you mention Flame Hyenard? Now I'm gonna be saying that forever. Burn to the ground. Burn. There would be like a cheat code to keep. It's not a stronger Mega Buster. I tested that SS. Okay, I tested it in the game. It only does extra damage to certain enemies, but everything else does the same damage. And honestly, you can mash faster. No, you can't have Hot Diggity Demon in the public eye. He might turn it into a porn. No, I really like him, but he's got to he's got to cool it with his Twitter account, man. I want a proper remake of Aliens Colonial Marines. Yeah, totally. Why not? Oof, Wario looks so weird in this frame, but you know what? You guys won't notice, right? I would want a remake. I want a remake of a bad game called Donkey Kong 64 because I don't like that game. It's not good, guys. It's not. It's really bad. It has potential though, but Donkey Kong 64 is such a goddamn mess. Mega Man Game Boy games, not bad. Yeah, especially two. Wasn't two one that was like not? I didn't play two. I played one, three, and five. Superman 64. Yeah, a Superman game. Sonic 06. Yeah, a remake of Sonic 06. Just get rid of the weird furry plot and just make it a decent Sonic adventure game. You know? Can we unremake Halo Combat Evolved? What do you mean by that one? No, it's just like Max G loves being edgy. So it's like he he'll probably taint something if he gets into Hollywood. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I only I only had enough money on the card for because I had them on Wii, not Wii, 3DS. I have them on 3DS, but it's like I was like if I can only pick three of them, I'll pick the odd numbered ones because I had to pick five because five is the one with the unique Robot Masters, and I wanted to try the first one, and I had to pick between two, three, and four as the third one, and I was like, well, three has Dustman, and he's my favorite Robot Master, so I picked that one. Wrath of Cortex. They actually want to remake Wrath of Cortex. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. You told me about this, Fang. I feel like Wrath of Cortex would be a great remake. Make it more like a traditional Crash platformer. Hmm. Crash Twin Sanity. Crash Twin Sanity just needed a bit of polish because there's a lot of uh, bugs in that one. Oh, Belade. Oh, you like Belade? Well, five had Belade too. Five had all the killers, didn't it? You know what? Let's see here. I don't think I need that frame. They need more time. Yeah, they need more time. But, teach their own. I've been streaming for quite a while, another 4 hours, but I'm still raring to go if you guys are fine with sticking around. How long do most streamers like last? Land Wonderland needs a remake already. Yeah, yeah. Oh boy. Rip. It's another Mighty Number 9 story and not a Shovel Knight story. Never played Dead Space. Oh wow, 6 hours. Goddamn. When did they eat or go to the bathroom? Yeah. Also, everyone loves Nina Cortex. I feel like Tana from the Crash 4 was originally probably just going to be Nina because she has the grapple hook. But it's like they wanted a character from the original trilogy instead of one introduced in, the post trilogy. But she did have a cameo in that game, from what I remember, from what I've seen. Wow, really? Space Station, huh? Chibi Robo. Oh, poor Chibi Robo. Did you guys watch that Scott the Woz video about Chibi Robo? About how it's basically just ruins because of bad marketing and bad release schedules. Yeah. I don't watch him a lot, but I just watched this Chibi Robo one, and I was like, yeah, I could totally understand why he's pissed about Chibi Robo. Yeah, it's like the idea of Whiplash, and I even remember complain. I wouldn't even know much about the franchise, and even I know it was bullshit to turn it into a platformer. Like Chibi Robo to be released as like GameCube classics for Switch would give it such an audience. You know what's very similar to the Chibi Robo problem? Mega Man Powered Up. That game is packed with content. It has a stage builder. It has multiple playable characters. It's got full voice acting. Uh, but it sold like garbage because it was on the PSP and not the DS. That breaks my heart because that would have led into Mega Man Powered Up 2, and we would have been able to play as Chibi Metal Man. Chibi Metal Man will never see the light of day. Would have been so perfect. Chibi, but Metal Man. Metal Man. Metal. He's not even my favorite robot, but I want to see him more than I want to see Dustman. Because Dustman's already cute. He's got a vacuum on his head. Metal Man is a death dentist. Ugh, why didn't they release it on DS? Why did it have to be on PSP only? Why? Why? It would have sold great on DS. Mental Man? Is he a robot therapist? Oddity, yep. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty damn good. I remember when it was Mother 4. Ooh, neck. Let's get serious. What is actually going to show up tomorrow in Nintendo Direct? We're getting Pokemon news. There's no doubt that we're getting at least some recognition of Pokemon because we are going. Oh, yeah, stage builder with touch controls. Good point, Luann. we are getting Pokemon Day is in next week, right? So they're probably going to announce, hey, join us for the Pokemon Direct on whatever, February 25th. Yeah, they're probably gonna. I don't think they're gonna announce the Gen 4 remakes, but they're going to announce that they're going to do a stream of Pokemon stuff. So, Pokemon X Post Malone. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. So we're gonna get Pokemon information, but we're probably not gonna get any actual game announcements. But they're going to mention it, and that'll be real quick. We're going to get we're gonna get a Smash trailer at the end. That's been confirmed. We're going to get, I'm predicting, Breath of the Wild 2 info. Yeah, we're probably gonna get Breath of the Wild 2. We're this is a long shot. This is a weird one. I think we might get Star Fox Zero for Switch. Just, just another one of those things that was on Wii U that they're just going to port over. I feel like since they did put a lot of money into that game and, it sold like garbage, I feel like they'd want to try and at least take advantage of all the assets. Because, they even worked with Platinum Games on that one, and Platinum Games is still working on Bayonetta 3, so that might get a trailer. Speaking of Bayonetta 3, we might get stuff on that, and No More Heroes 3. I'm predicting No More Heroes 3 information because it did get delayed, but I still have hope for it. How will Star Fox Zero? I mean, yeah, they'll probably add gyro function or just add traditional controls, I think. An option for gyro controls, but also traditional controls. I'm pretty sure they could totally do it. Zelda remake. See, that I feel like if they're doing the whole anniversary thing, they might pull off another bull crap where it's just like, hey, here's Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and Skyward Sword collection on Switch unchanged. Like, that's it, just those three: Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and Skyward Sword. Those three are going to be in a collection the same way they did the lazy ass Mario collection. And it'll probably sell well, and scalpers will be happy. But yeah, I predict that happening. Lara Croft in Smash, she's at least treated better than Samus. It'd be an interesting take. And it's limited release. Yep, you're right. Palmer. I really hope Crash. Yeah, there's anything's possible, honestly. I have no predictions on who the character will be. I have likely guesses, but no straight up, oh, this guy's coming. But Crash is likely. I put Crash up there on the likely. I would put Ninja Gaiden likely. A Pokemon very likely because it's almost Pokemon Day. And for some reason people think it's Eggman. The thing is, Sonic is super underrepresented. Sorry, bad English. Underrepresented in Smash, and the one character that would be actually a unique fighter and super famous and has been around since the first game is Eggman. And I would be totally down with that. I'd prefer Wily because I like Mega Man more than Sonic, but Eggman would be fucking cool too. Dr. Wily would be quite the curveball, wouldn't it? Literally. You know how there's like a forced Smash account for everything? There's like a Force Smash account for like Fortnite and Angry Birds and Shell from Portal and TF2 Heavy. There's a Force Smash account for like everything that exists, but there's no Force Smash account for Dr. Wily, and that makes me a little salty. How could nobody ask for the bad doctor? Come on. Dr. Wily did it first. He was the first mad scientist in video games. And watch, if it is Dr. Wily, y'all are gonna come back to me and be like, yo, you're a prophet. And I'll be like, damn right I am. Yeah, Muchacho, that is my most likely. I feel like it's a high probability, and I'm going to be really disappointed if it's Cinderace because I do not like him. I'll take Toxtricity. I'll take Dunsparce over Cinderace, okay? Like, damn. I hate that rabbit so much. I hate it. I hate its design. I hate that its ability is broken. I hate that it's like just such a forced design. Ah, just why? Why did they do that to Scorbunny? It was so cute. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I would accept that. Urshifu. I don't know if is it able to change its stance in the games though. I mean, sure. I mean, Sakurai, he could do whatever he wants, but um, I always thought the stances were permanent. Oof. I wouldn't mind Urshifu though. That would be cool. At least it's a fighting type Pokemon, you know. If they want to throw a curveball, they'll throw in. No, it can't change. Yeah. Um, if they want to throw in a curveball for a Pokemon, they'll put in Golurk and make my head explode. It's not gonna happen, but bruh, but bruh, if it did, I would lose my goddamn mind because I made the Golurk cartoon. It would be a ghost type. Ghosts are cool. Golurk can fly, dude. He could fly and use homing punches and shoot, turn into a cannon. I would be frothing at the mouth if I saw Golurk. I think I'd be even more hyped than Banjo, only because it's so niche and so selective. It's not just like a lot of people know Banjo, but not everyone knows Golurk. All right. Sakurai can do technically anything, and if funnily enough, I feel like making a Sis Trophy playable would be easier because they have the model already. Maractus, a friend for plant. But yeah, hell, what would be hilarious is if in a Dr. Wily trailer you see them fighting the Dr. Wily assist trophy, but then when they kill him, he does the head bowing thing, and then his head springs up, and it turns out to be a fake, just like in Mega Man 3. And then the real Dr. Wily shows up with the siren, and he shows off his eyebrows, and then he starts fighting Mega Man. That would be sick. And then we'd get, and the main reason I want Dr. Wily in Smash, I just want more Mega Man music. Just give me more Mega Man music. Give me Concrete Man from Mega Man 9. Give me Solar Man from 10. Give me the boss battle from Mega Man and Base. Give me some more from X, maybe even the Battle Network series. But most of all, give me another remix of Wily's Castle from 2, because the one in the game is not that great. I've heard better. But bro, Mega Man music. More Mega Man music. More Mega Man. Imagine a stage. You'd have 3D models of the Robot Masters in the background. Please, I just want to see Dust Man in 3D. Or even just Metal Man, Skull Man, someone. Just give me some robots in the background. I want to see more Mega Man. Just give me more Mega Man. The Switch is good, but it needs more Mega Man. It just needs more Mega Man. Mega Man, more Mega Man and everything. Ninja Turtles. I'll put the Megas, hell yeah. Aren't they all depressing though? They would be all depressing and like wouldn't fit in the fight. But I hear you. I love the Megas. I was listening to them nonstop the other day. Sunglasses at Night is actually one of my favorites of theirs, even though it's a cover. You guys didn't see me cheat. I drew this foot all on my own. Toadman for Smash. Specifically Toadman. Or you know, there's always 8 Robot Masters in Mega Man games, except the first one. And there are 8 costumes in Smash. So, why not just do 8? Yes, I can. It's my drawing. I can do what I want. It's mine. I did it. Can't stop me now. I'm Sneakers O'Toole. What do you think of Mega Man 11? I love Mega Man 11. I was like, finally, more Mega Man. Just, I think it's one of the best ones in the series. It's fantastic. Mega Man 12. Oh, man. A Mega Man game where they finally link the Mega Man and X franchises? Ooh, that's a good question, PDZ. That is a good question. Waluigi in The Legend of Eggplantopia. My first idea is the one I kind of already did. I already started on Hoenn Trio, so Mudkip, Grova, Blaziken. Since I already did animate them, I only did their specials, but I did show them off. That would be one idea. Dr. Wily, since I've been talking about him a lot, I would make him. Doom Guy is another one because he's one of my favorites. He's one I really want. Waluigi. I still don't think it's ever gonna happen, but Waluigi and Smash would be amazing. I don't think it's ever gonna happen because I think Sakurai's in on the joke. Let's see. But you do a partner up with another animator. It is really hard to collab with animation, especially because what if they're using a different program or, you know, people have different work schedules. Like I could barely collab with like close friends. Like, you know, can't imagine collabing. Now, granted, this thing is a collab because I paid someone to do the music, but animation wise, it would be really hard to. What character from Venture Brothers? I mean, it's obvious. Brick Frog. All his powers are brick throwing and frog being. Best. That's it, guys. It's gonna be Brick Frog. Brick Frog for Smash. Brick frog. All my skills include brick throwing and frog being. Am I still coming clear? I feel like I'm cutting off. I can hear you just vibe. Oh, sorry about that, Lord Tay. Yeah, I've been streaming for a bit. YouTube doesn't like me, I guess. I'm never on the algorithm. I'm a little salty about that, man. If I search YouTube search Mega Man animation, my Dustman one doesn't even show up in top results. Like, what the hell? Like, what do I have to do? Tag it a million times? Is it the tags? Is it the title? Like, I don't know what it is. Plank from Ed, and Eddie. I would picture him as an item. And if you hold him, if you're holding him, your attack is buffed, but you can only do one attack. My best friend Plank. My best friend Plank. My best friend Plank. Peace out, Lorte. Tingle will be the next Smash. Hey, at least it's a Zelda rep. It still aggravates me that Zelda has less reps than Fire Emblem. I would take 50 Fire Emblem characters if Zelda had 51. Okay? Zelda should not be seen as less valuable than Fire Emblem. I don't care how popular the mobile game is. Okay? No, Zelda is more about Nintendo than Fire Emblem ever dreams to be. Like, come on. I'll just do it like this. Yeah, much better. Yeah, Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda. Yes, Pokemon has the most. Mario has the most still. Zelda should be there too, but for some reason, it's fucking Fire Emblem. I'm fine with other characters that doesn't have a goddamn sword. Yeah, swords are overrated. Hammers are cooler. Like DDD. Like I messed up his foot here. Yeah, his foot should be here. Oops. Shoot. Yeah, swords are... Yeah, no more swords. That is true. Yeah, Fire Emblem. I mean, the thing about every Smash character is I can mostly tell what the games are like from the character. But Fire Emblem representation makes me think everyone has a sword. But aren't there like archers and like horseback riders and shit? Fire Emblem is just horny chess, isn't it? So where are the other pieces? This leg has to be more to the right or left. Lucina is Marth with breasts. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm fine with Lucina, right? I'm fine with Lucina as an Echo. I guess Crom isn't hurting anyone, even though Roy was already an Echo of Marth when he first came out. But fine. Robin is awesome. Everybody loves Robin. I don't think there's ever, even people that hate Fire Emblem are okay with Robin existing because he's a magic user. He's unique. Uh, and Ike is cool. He's got a big sword. It's not just a regular hand sword. It's a big ass sword. And Ike is just cool. It's the last two that people have a problem with. It's freaking Corrin with the personality of a sheet of paper and the clothes made of paper with no shoes, freaking weirdo, and Byleth, who at very least it has a unique moveset, that's fine, but is a very ugly, ugly, ugly character design. Good lord. Why is Byleth's outfit a goddamn eyesore? Why is it so ugly? Ugh. I hate that outfit. It is actually painful to look at. Ugh. Both male and female have that stupid coat with fake sleeves. His head. Whatever. You guys don't notice, do you? His head kind of grows for a frame. If Lucina has enough of an original moveset, then yeah, totally. But I think we need someone on horseback, because that would just be crazy to have someone on a horse in Smash Brothers. It would be so out there, but Sakurai would be able to make that work. Calyrex is the new horse program. Oh my god, what if they announced Calyrex riding his horse in Smash? It would be unique. I'll give it to that. And it can, like, choose what horse it's riding. Shrek and Donkey. No, no Shrek. I love Shrek memes. But no. I feel like I sound nasally. Do I sound nasally to you guys? Head ass looking ass Pokemon. A lot of asses in there. Character that no one would possibly see coming, but would be totally awesome. I mean, I still think Dr. Wily. Like, I'm for the big for a big change, for a big shakeup. I would want Dr. Wily because apparently nobody's asking for him because there's not even a Force Smash account for him, and there's a Force Smash account for multiple Tetris pieces, I think, but not one for one of the most important villains in the Mega Man franchise. Get out of here. Twitter, you disappoint me yet again. But Dr. Wily is my vote for most out there yet wanted. Tetris would be amazing. No, I'm not saying that would be. It would be the pieces. Tetris should have been a damn stage. I really want a Tetris stage. I would be fine if even that was the announcement. Like, he didn't even announce the character. He's like, I'm going to put an extra stage in, and it's Tetris. I would be like, yo, hell yeah. There's Puyo Puyo characters, but there's not Tetris characters. Yeah, that would be good too. An assist trophy of Tetris, and it just keeps falling on you. And if it gets a Tetris or like a row, it like explodes. Perfect, writes itself. Sakurai, what the fuck? I thought you wanted to be about the history of video games. Why is Tetris a spirit? And that's it. Yet you have music from Tetris. Which I remember when I saw that there was music in Tetris and Smash Brawl, I was like, oh, well, now we need a stage. We need a stage. I'm a Wario. I'm not gonna win. They're just gonna announce Wario 2 for Smash. Shadow would be cool too. Muchacho, you're not gonna like me, but I really despise Shadow the Hedgehog. I despise him as a character. I hate him so much. I even put a joke about it in my Ridley's Too Big for Smash. I don't like Shadow. If Sonic's gonna have an echo, it has to be metal. He literally is built to be Sonic. Dr. Mario stage, yeah, that'd be cool too. Yeah, I don't like Shadow. I'm fine with him being in Sistrovia. I'm like, Shadow is like the epitome of 2000s edgy, and I can only take so much of 2000s edgy. But more to the point, it's like Shadow kind of represents like all the things wrong, all the bad things that happened to the Sonic franchise between, you know, '06 and then Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, and just people not taking him seriously. It's like Shadow kind of is like the start of where Sonic went from, yo, this is the mascot that could fight Mario, to, oh, Shadow is now a joke, or Sonic is now a joke. And like by character design, he's so pointless because the entire point and story plot of Shadow the Hedgehog is that he is supposed to be a superior copy of Sonic. We already had that in Metal Sonic. Like, why couldn't you just use metal? Like, not only that, but it would even make sense for Metal Sonic to have his own game with guns, because a robot with guns makes more sense than a hedgehog with guns. Like, Metal Sonic already uses laser. It could even be rated E. Like, who cares? It would basically be like Mega Man Sonic. It's just Robot Sonic. They could have just written Metal Sonic to have Shadow's character, and nothing would have changed. Like they already did the edgy rival that's just Sonic but a different color once with Knuckles in Sonic 3, but then they made Knuckles more of like a guardian of the Emerald. I'm like, okay, sure. And then Robotnik makes Metal Sonic. Like, hell, Metal Sonic wouldn't even need a motorcycle. He could just have like a jet engine or something. If I were to go back in time and just replace Shadow with Metal Sonic, I feel like the franchise would be in a better spot right now. It would be taken a little more seriously. Because the only reason the game Shadow the Hedgehog exists is because kids really liked Shadow in Sonic Adventure, which granted is still weird because he was just edgy Sonic, more edgy than Sonic already is. And then, so they were like, oh, so they probably want Sonic to be more adult and edgy. And then, what's funny is Super Mario Bros. Z made me hate Shadow even more because he's such a dick. It's just like, man, Yoshi could beat the shit out of you. Fuck you, Shadow. Yoshi saved the world more than you have. Yoshi's OP as fuck. Ugh. He's such a dick, and it's like, I know what it is. It's the Vegeta thing, but at least Vegeta has like evolved and like learned. But like Super Mario Bros. Z got to what, episode 7, and Shadow was still the same dick. It's like, come on, man. If you're gonna have an edgy character, he's gotta have a good arc or a really good reason for being edgy. And Shadow did not have either of those. He didn't have a good reason for being edgy because of the whole I had memory loss thing. Oh, join the club with Mewtwo because it's the same story, and even Mewtwo had a faster redemption. Amnesia, so you go kill people, but it turns out the one thing you were supposed to remember is to not kill people. Dude, what is that writing? What? That is so dumb. That is like old anime dumb. Gex save the world, Bubsy save the world. Bubsy only saves his yarn collection. Bubsy only cares about his own personal gain, therefore he is kind of a dick. Yeah, I really don't like Shadow as a character. He just kind of reminds me every time I think about him, it just reminds me of where Sonic went wrong and where Sonic could have gone right. Yeah, and there's a bunch of ways you could have rewritten Shadow into a more interesting character, but at the same time, his entire origin is already a ripoff of Metal. He was created by another mad scientist to be superior, the best race or whatever. And it's like we just did that with Metal. What the hell? You have a cool and Metal is way cooler design, man. Like it's one thing to just have Sonic but colored black, painted black and red with spikes up. Then how about an entirely metal robot Sonic? Like, come on, metal is way cooler too. And he was even in the movie, the not the movie, the animated the anime movie. Gex could be the Deadpool of video games. Yeah, that'd be cool. But I want to use my Gecko. Gex, get out of here. I want let me have a turn at making a Gecko character. And I'll actually make him do Gecko things. Like use his tail as a weapon. Like taking it off because that's cool. That's what's cool about geckos. They can take their tails off. OVA. Thank you, Lewin. That's the word I was thinking of. Oh, so you're thinking Metal Sonic and Sonic should be one and the same, where it was like he was captured and then like Tails has to save him or something? I mean, that'd be interesting, and that would give Shadow a reason to exist. Even so. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Shadow. And I'm not even, and that also reminds me, I'm not a fan of Base, which is basically Mega Man's version of Shadow. The black colored alteration made by the rival scientist that was just made like to beat Mega Man. Like I'm not a big fan of Base. At the very least, he has a relation, I guess, quote unquote, relationship between his any between Dr. Wily because like Dr. Wily in like Base actually disobeys Wily. Silver is cooler by design. I mean, I don't know about the hand on the head thing, but it's cool that he has psychic powers. I'll give him that. You really want a remake of Shadow. That's really interesting. But I would rather it just be Metal Sonic use because it would make more sense for him to use a gun than Shadow. Doesn't Shadow just have the ability like by making Shadow use a gun, it's basically admitting that Shadow is inferior to Sonic because Sonic can save the world without a gun. Like, so what the hell? Doesn't isn't Shadow's real goal is to be superior to Sonic and just the best? So by giving him a gun, it's basically admitting that yo, you're kind of inferior to Sonic. Metal Sonic doesn't care about being superior or inferior. He just wants him dead and is kind of mindless. But Shadow has emotions, apparently, and memories. So it still doesn't make sense. Metal Sonic doesn't need a motorcycle. He don't need one. He would just fly. so cool and great. It would be a great Echo Fighter. I even did a list of things I would change in Smash, and one of the things was adding Echo Fighters. I would give Metal Sonic to Sonic, and he would be slower but heavier, and also have a few different Smash attacks. His down smash would be like an electrical, like pulse, and his forward smash, instead of a punch, he would do the chest laser, like an electric shock. And you know that's different enough. Not like freaking Peach and Daisy, where they're the exact same damn characters. I hate Echo Fighters like that. Oh shoot! Come on. Well, there's plenty of OCs out there, muchacho. Mega Man could totally do that too with Robot Masters. I invented a group of 8 back in high school. I mean Pencil Man. He was awesome. He was a robot school tutor who shot pencil missiles. It's hard to say. Like sometimes that's fine. PVZ. It's like it makes it really easy to rig in 3D. Splash Woman and Smash. Yeah, that'd be rad. I made a web woman where she was like a spider. Um, I don't know what she was built for though. I forgot. Okay, not bad. His ear gets a little big. Oh, Space Ghost. What did I make? I made a web woman. I made a bolt man. It was a double. It was like a double pun. He used thunderbolt, but he was also surrounded by like nuts and bolts. He was kind of like a guts man looking robot, but he had a shield weapon. I made. Let's see. Wing. I made a wing man, which is kind of funny when you think about it. The strong bed. Strong bed. There's a big here too. There's a scene in Game and Wario where Wario is just driving his motorcycle through the city, and he sees a pirate costume, and he's just like, "Yo, I'd look fucking cool in that." And that's how the game starts. And I love that so much. He's just like, "Yeah." He's just like, "Yeah, pirates." Do you guys know about that scene in Game and Wario? That's more character than anyone in the Mario universe has ever shown. Like like Mario and Peach never like go shopping for like cool stuff. Wario was just chilling in the city and he just saw something he wanted and he's just like, yeah, I want to see myself in that. That's cool. You can look up the cutscene. It's great. It's just he's just on his bike. He's just on his bike in the city and there's a pirate costume on display and he's just like, man, I'd look so cool in that. And he buys it. And that's how the game starts. Like that's it. Like why a pirate costume? Because pirates are cool. I love pirates. King K. Rool is a pirate and a king and a scientist and a boxer and a pharaoh. I really want them to characterize Mario as like someone who's kind of gullible. Larry's Final Smash is the Bible? What? I've never played Leisure Suit Larry. I didn't reach my horny phase until like late high school, so it was quite the innocent little high schooler. Horrible time, honestly. I say innocent. I had a gritty sense of humor, but I wasn't a horny kid until later high school. Thankfully, later high school and early simpy Mario college days. Very simpy. Stream looks like it's lagging a bit, but it's the calm before the storm. Peace out, Matt. Okay, so now it says poor. What the heck? Hmm. It says it's poor. Hmm. No, no, it's on my end too. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Yeah, it's being you. I think it's because I've been going on for quite a while. What I've been streaming since 1. Yeah. Oh man, that really sucks. Oh Noah. Yeah, everything's going pretty good. I do enjoy these streams. I love hearing from you guys. Honestly, just talking to you guys is making my brain less insane. Because as you know, we can't really go out and interact with actual people. PVZ, no. No Goku. Bad. Banished. I think Mario can be very gullible. I think Mario should be like Mickey Mouse is technically a blank slate, but if you ever watch those Disney Mickey Mouse shorts, they do a lot with them. By good old Rob Renzetti, creator of Teenage Robot. Like if if Wario is meant to be the opposite of Mario, then Mario is supposed to be not greedy. He's supposed to do things because he thinks it's the right thing to do, as opposed to something for his own personal gain. Like Wario rescues or goes on adventures solely for money gain, whereas Mario goes on adventures for to rescue the princess normally, or save someone. 3D Land didn't have Peach kidnapped; it had a little fairies kidnapped. Okay, let's save it. Oof. BRB. I'm gonna just Mario being a neat freak. That'd be interesting. I'm gonna go grab a quick snack. I'll be right back. More Oreo cookies. Are they even close? Are they even close to done with the movie? Not sure. Not sure. Hmm. Ash, come on. It's because like, okay, I think that's fine. Just one more little touch that I like to do for a big movement. There we go. Muchacho, I'm gonna say it. Oh, peace out, Angry PVZ. Um, there's, I have like very little hope for said Mario movie because it's made by Illumination, and I'm not a big fan of them. Not gonna lie. They're definitely going to turn the toads into freaking minions. Let's not fool ourselves. Oops. You'd think they'd learn though, because the last time Miyamoto didn't have input, we had the '93 movie. Why does every single movie trailer have a pop song? Because pop songs make money for some reason. Because a lot of people in this world have really bad taste. Oh no, virus protection. Thank you, Windows. Oh, it's probably going to be bad. It's probably going to be Grinch bad. Part of, if there's one saving grace about the whole world state right now, it's that movies are losing lots of money. So now they better start trying if they want to keep up. For those of you who don't know, I used to work at a movie theater. And yeah, it's pretty garbage. If it was actually good, then I would have hopes for a Nintendo Cinematic Universe. But yeah, that's not happening. And it being good is probably I have a 95% chance it's going to be boring and a 5% chance it'll be passable. At least not Lorax bad. Don't. It could very well be Lorax bad. I thought Sonic and Detective Pikachu were great. I thought that's exactly where video game movies should start going, to actually care about the source material. Sonic was barely about the source material, but they're getting there. I feel like the sequel is going to be a hell of a lot better. Just like the real Sonic games. Here I am more to work with. Yeah, and they actually realize that, hey, we fans actually know what the hell we're talking about, because someone actually took the original Sonic movie design and said, "Oh, this is fine." Whatever dumbass producer said that, I hope is fired and exiled from Hollywood, because they obviously don't know shit. This is fine. This is fine. Oh man, I'm lagging again. Ugh. I feel like that's a sign better put the stream on halt just to uh, have it catch up. You know, we've had a pretty long one. Maybe I'll keep going until 6 if this lag stops. But for now, it's being a real pain. Yeah, that gross. And like the Sonic movie story was still kind of just basic. Well done, but basic. Like it was a genuinely good scene when he was alone on the baseball field. That was actually great. Jeez, come on. YouTube, come on. It's like punishing me. I don't understand why it's so. I'm gonna close this. Uh, YouTube's giving me problems. It's saying I'm still lagging, so I don't know how I look for you guys. It's 8. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Wait, 8 o'clock. Oh, okay. Luann, it's probably like 11 now. If you're still here. Oh, who are you telling? I would love to see a 2D animated, well, just a 2D animated movie in general, but a Mario and Luigi one would be awesome. Black girl. I love 2D animation. I made this piranha plant way too damn big. So. It's 10. Do, do, do. Disney. Fox. No, thank you. I'm fine with Nintendo and Disney basically being at each other's throats. Disney and Nintendo don't like each other. I mean, I don't think any big conglomerates like each other, but it's like I would rather. No, I mean, I think that have Disney has literally never worked with Nintendo on anything, and the fact that it's been this long is should be saying something. Like I'm sure Nintendo respects Disney's like legacy. Like Miyamoto has outwardly said, "Oh yeah, I love Disney movies," but like, I'm sure they know how scummy Disney can be. I basically, I like like my main reason I respect Nintendo a hell of a lot more than Disney is like when Nintendo fails, they hurt them. They hurt the executives hurt themselves, but when Disney fails, the executives hurt their employees, which is very scummy, and I don't like it. Hell, Disney just closed down Blue Sky just like a few days ago. I knew it was happening, but it's I knew it was going to happen because they purposely put Blue Sky movies at the same weekend as freaking Star Wars. How the hell is it going to keep up? How is anything going to supposed to compete against Star Wars? Even though 9 did suck, but yeah, how is like Disney did that on purpose? Remember when the Wii U failed? What did Iwata do? The president of Nintendo, he cut his pay in half and made sure nobody got fired. That's respectable. Nintendo does a lot of stupid bullcrap things, but when it does things right, it does things right. And I can respect that. Super scummy. I feel like Nintendo's more uh less so that they hate they're less so because they're scummy. I feel like they're more just overprotective. They're just like so like that's the reason they like cancel fan games and crap. Is because they're so goddamn protective of their brand it actually hurts them. They have to make sure it's just and they have an ego. They're like, no, you can't make a Metroid game better than we do. We have to do it, even though we're not doing it. If you do it, it's not fair. We have to do it better, which they're not, which is why it's annoying. They just have a big ego, which is also bad. But I wouldn't say it's scummy. It's more just being. It's less so scummy. It's more than just being difficult and annoying than like actually hurting people. God damn it. Oh my god. How did that happen? I just scratched my tablet. Jesus. Oh man, that's horrible. Thankfully, I have a backup, but oh, I literally felt that while I was drawing. I was like, what? Oh my god. Yeah, I just kind of. This tablet was reaching its breaking point anyway, but still, damn. I draw way too damn hard. It's really ego stuff. They're not afraid of losing money. They're afraid of losing. They're just afraid of someone doing something better than them. And then it's like, hey, we don't need Nintendo to make our Metroid games for us. We'll just make them ourselves. Yeah, it's pretty deep, muchacho. Yeah, it's not very good. I mean, so far my tablet's fine. It's just damn, that's one hell of a scratch. I don't know how the hell that happened. Oh, is Nintendo? Maybe I don't know enough about what how Nintendo. But so far, I don't think Nintendo buys out companies just to fire them when they fail, because Nintendo doesn't often buy other companies. Hell, they only just recently got Next Level Games, and that was like the first one they'd done since like forever, right? Sega's really cool with their fan games. It's just they're bad at making them. Sega's like proof that like if fans make games better than you, it doesn't matter. So which is why Nintendo should freaking pay attention, but they never pay attention. Yeah, it's not a common scenario, but when you have like a unga bunga caveman hand like mine that like practically stabs the thing, and it's a very it's almost two. I think it's like 2 years old tablet, maybe even older. It tends to that stuff might happen. But yeah, I've never heard of Nintendo actually buying a company just to literally doom it on purpose. Like if Nintendo buys a company, that makes you think, oh, Nintendo's going to be working much closer with this company and you're letting it use its IPs they're so protected with. When Disney buys a company, you think, oh my God, they're gonna put their movies, they're gonna basically make them go under because they're gonna make them compete. Which happened with Blue Sky. Disney's been doing this since forever. If, like before our time, when the movie Tron failed, they just flat out fired everyone. They're just like, well, this movie failed. It's obviously your guys' fault. See ya. And it's like, bro, like some bullshit. It's so weird because I have friends that work in. Does Nintendo own Retro? That's a good question. I think they're partnered. I don't know if they own them like they did with Rare back in the day. Punch Out. Punch Out would be cool. I like Punch Out. And that was Next Level who worked with that series. Um, yeah, it's possible. The thing is, I don't know if Punch Out's really Punch Out's bigger here than it is in Japan. That's been documented. So that's honestly it's an either or kind of thing. I like Punch Out. I still never beat it. Punch Out movie, bro. Do you remember the Punch Out Wii commercials? They were practically like a show or a movie. Those were great. Punch Out Wii was so good. Thought that game was great. I just hate that the menus you have to use the Wiimote. Want a full movie with those actors? Yeah, those were pretty good. Dance like a fly, bite like a mosquito. Doc, I don't know what that means. Well, you don't know what that means? Come here. I'll tell you what it means. Just hits him. Mr. Sandman. Hey, Mac, baby. Brush your teeth. It's bedtime. I do love Punch Out. And hey, it's one of the few Nintendo franchises that has a black character as a main character, and it is February. You know, Doc Lewis, man. I love Doc. He's great. Doc Lewis origin story. That'd be neat. Go past. I thought Metal Sonic was just born a robot. Press F to end piranha abuse. Oh, lordy. Alright, let's see. Oh, lordy. I think I need to get myself some actual food, so I think that'll be the end of this stream. This round 3, part 2. Starting to feel some bone pain. Ah, Lord. Sometimes I wish you could take out your whole skeleton and just wring it out like a towel. But thank you for joining both times because I got off the internet. I'm gonna replace my internet dongle. And honestly, I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow during the Nintendo Direct so we can all watch it together. If you guys want to join in on a hype, and you could be the first people to see me gush and head explode over Golurk being announced for Smash Brothers. Nice talking to everyone. I always enjoy your company. Stay safe, and have a good night. It's been real.